This luxury van loses half its value faster than a new iPhone, and I'm about to show you 3 others you should never buy in 2026. Look, I get it. You've been saving for years. Maybe you're finally retiring, or you're ready to take your family on the road full-time. And when you see those gleaming luxury camper vans with heated floors and espresso machines built in, it's easy to think that's the dream. But here's what the dealerships won't tell you. Some of these luxury vans are financial disasters waiting to happen. We're talking catastrophic depreciation, service nightmares, and designs that look premium but fall apart after 20,000 miles. Today, I'm walking you through 4 luxury camper vans that are not worth your money in 2026. And more importantly, I'm showing you what to buy instead. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which vans to avoid and why, so you don't make a $100,000 mistake. Van number 1, the depreciation trap, the Winnebago Revel. Often priced north of $230K to $250K fully optioned, worth $125K 2 years later. Let's start with the Winnebago Revel. If you already own one, this isn't an attack, it's about buying smart today. Now, before the fanboys come for me in the comments, hear me out. The Revel is gorgeous. Mercedes Sprinter 4x4 chassis, wet bath, lithium power system, it checks every box on paper. But here's the problem. It's often a $230,000 to $250,000 investment when fully optioned that very quickly becomes a $125,000 van on the used market. Why? Because Winnebago pumped out Revels like crazy from 2020 to 2023. The used market is flooded. I'm seeing 2022 models with under 15,000 miles selling for half their original price. That's not depreciation, that's free fall. And here's the kicker. That Mercedes 4x4 chassis, it's the same one you get in a $180,000 Storyteller Overland mode. Same drivetrain, same off-road capability. But Winnebago slapped on a premium for a brand name and a marginally nicer interior. But wait, the depreciation isn't even the worst part. The Revel's electrical system has a documented issue with the Truma combi heating units interfacing with the lithium batteries. When it fails, and it does fail, you're looking at a $4,000 repair at a specialized RV shop. Mercedes won't touch it. Winnebago dealers are backlogged for months. What a smart buyer does instead, buy that same Revel used at $135K to $140K and let someone else eat the depreciation, or go straight to a Storyteller Overland mode at $180K new. Better build quality, stronger resale, same chassis. Who this van is really for? If you're buying used, maybe, but at full retail in 2026, you're lighting money on fire. Van number 2, the maintenance nightmare. The Airstream Interstate 24X, when luxury meets logistical hell. Airstream, the name alone makes people pull out their wallets, but the Interstate 24X is a masterclass in why brand prestige doesn't equal smart buying. This typically runs $210K to $220K, and it's built on the Mercedes Sprinter chassis. Again, not a bad platform, but Airstream uses proprietary everything. The mattress, custom size. The windows, custom seals. The control panel, Airstream-specific software that only their techs can service. Here's a real story. A couple I know bought a 24X in 2024. 6 months in, the slide-out step mechanism broke. Not the step itself, the electronic actuator. Airstream wanted $1,700 for the part and another $600 in labor. The wait time? 7 weeks. Compare that to a Pleasureway Plateau TSL, which uses off-the-shelf Haefel components. Same part breaks, you're getting it shipped from Amazon in 2 days for $240 and installing it yourself with a screwdriver. And if you think that's bad, wait until you hear about resale. Airstream loyalists love to talk about holding value, but the Interstate 24X doesn't play by those rules. The classic aluminum Airstream trailers, sure, those hold value, but the Interstate 24X? It's a Mercedes van with Airstream lipstick, and buyers in the used market know it. You're competing with Storytellers, Pleasureways, and even high-spec self-builds. And guess what? Nobody's paying a premium for an Airstream logo when they can't get parts. What a smart buyer does instead? Take that same $215K budget and get a Pleasureway Plateau TSL or a Storyteller Classic mode. Better serviceability, stronger community support, and resale that doesn't make you cry. Who should avoid this? Anyone who actually plans to travel more than 500 miles from an Airstream service center, so 90% of van lifers. Van number 3, the liquidity nightmare, the EarthRoamer LTI, $750,000 and nowhere to sell it. Alright, let's talk about the elephant in the room, the EarthRoamer LTI. $750,000. That's not a typo. And yes, it's built on a Ford F550 chassis with a custom composite body, military-grade suspension, and enough solar to power a small house. But here's the uncomfortable truth. When you go to sell this thing, you're entering a buyer pool of about 47 people nationwide. I've seen LTIs sit on the market for 18+ months, and when they finally sell, it's for $550K to $600K. That's a $150,000 to $200,000 loss for maybe 30,000 miles of use. You could buy a $200,000 van, travel for 5 years, sell it for $140,000, and still pocket the difference. And here's what nobody talks about. EarthRoamer markets this thing to people who want to go anywhere, stay indefinitely, but most EarthRoamer owners spend their time in established BLM sites and RV parks, the same places a $150,000 Storyteller Overland Beast mode would handle just fine. That $600,000 gap, you're paying for features you'll use twice and a resale headache you'll regret forever. What a smart buyer does instead, if you genuinely need expedition capability, get a Bliss Mobile or an Overland Explorer vehicle for half the price. If you're doing North America, a loaded Storyteller Beast mode does everything the LTI does for $580,000 less. Who this van is really for? People who genuinely need expedition-grade capability and have the liquidity to absorb 6-figure losses. That's about 0.2% of van buyers. Van number 4, the luxury imposter, the Coachmen Galleria, cheap build, luxury price. Last one, the Coachmen Galleria. This van is dangerous because it looks like a deal. It's priced around $155K to $165K, which sounds reasonable compared to everything we've talked about. It's got a full bathroom, a decent floor plan, and it's built on the reliable Ram ProMaster chassis. But peel back the marketing and you'll see why this is a trap. Coachmen is a Forest River brand, and if you know RV manufacturing, you know Forest River prioritizes speed over quality. The Galleria uses thin-wall cabinetry, budget fixtures, and the absolute minimum insulation. I've personally seen Gallerias with delamination issues before they hit 10,000 miles. What a smart buyer does instead? For the same $160K, get a Winnebago Solis Pocket or a Road Trek Zion. Both use better materials, have stronger warranties, and don't feel like they'll rattle apart on washboard roads. The Galleria is trying to be a luxury van on a budget build, and in the camper world, that never ends well. The controversial insight. Here's the thing nobody wants to admit. Luxury isn't the problem. Bad engineering at luxury prices is. The brands know their buyers aren't mechanics. They're not going to pop the hood or check if the cabinetry is screwed or stapled. They're buying a feeling, and these companies charge a premium for that feeling. But feelings don't keep you comfortable at 10,000 feet in Colorado when your proprietary heating system fails and the nearest dealer is 400 miles away. The smartest van buyers in 2026 are asking one question: what happens when this breaks? Not if, when. So, what should you buy? If you want luxury and reliability, Storyteller Overland Mode or Pleasureway Plateau, proven platforms, accessible service, strong resale. If you want off-grid capability without the price tag, Winnebago Revel 4x4, but buy it used at $135 to $140K, not new at $240K. If you actually need expedition grade, skip EarthRoamer. Get a Bliss Mobile or an Overland Explorer vehicle, better engineering, half the price. And if you're on a budget, don't fake luxury. Get a Ram ProMaster-based Van Lee Beacon or even a well-built Sprinter conversion from a reputable local builder. You'll be happier. Here's my question for you.
Would you rather lose $100K in depreciation or give up a few luxury features? Drop a comment. I want to know where you stand. And if you're researching vans right now and want to avoid these mistakes, hit subscribe. This channel is about smart buying, not hype. See you in the next one.